Yo guys, welcome back towards this new live stream here on the channel. On today's live stream, we're basically going to discuss about what we're currently seeing here in this market, what Bitcoin is about to do here, because I've got a very good feeling and a very good direction about where I do think this market is right now heading towards. We're seeing a lot of crazy development actually happening on this market right now, bullish and bearish development. Just a moment ago, before I was literally planning to go live, we were seeing the market coming down a little bit here, and right now we're right away creeping back up here. So I've got a very good feeling about where this market is heading towards, and on today's live stream, I will be, of course, show you guys about what I'm currently going to be planning. We'll expect a pump towards the upside. We'll be expecting a further continuation down here. I will be explaining everything in detail to you guys out there here on this YouTube channel, live on this stream, of course. So before going exactly in towards the stream, make sure to smash up that like button here below of the stream. And as well, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It is definitely highly appreciated. So I see already everyone tuning in towards the chat. Absolutely loving it. I'm loving it as well. We're back with another live stream. And of course, I will be trying to do more live streams in the coming, days ahead of ourselves. Because yes, I'm completely focused to crush this market in the coming days, like you guys already know from the Telegram group here. So let me first of all start with the 1 hour time frame, and let me discuss this parallel channel I've been looking at, right? So basically what Bitcoin has been doing here, it has been creating an uptrend over the course of the recent days here. It has been slowly creeping up here, and along the way up here, we've been forming these sideways some kind of bull flag scenarios along the way up here, right? We create a bull flag over here. We could argue this is a bull flag as well. And we've been basically creating continuations up here with higher lows and higher highs on the market. And once again, right now we did the same here. Last night we broke up towards the upside, and let me remove the parallel channel behind us right now for a second. We moved up, but at the same time, we were not really showing a lot of strength here. We moved up here towards the upside, and we stalled down here. And like you can see here, we saw an approximately 7 or 8 hourly candles. 5 hourly candles. 6 hourly candles, I should say, in the red, just slowly moving towards the downside, showing us that the momentum of the buyers was really coming down again. Right now, we saw this big wick on the lower side getting created, and we're starting to come back up towards the upside again. But what we were basically seeing, since this high is not so exponential from the last one, is that we're losing a little bit of momentum on the chart, right? So if we're going to analyze the RSI with the price action over here on the market, we can clearly see the RSI has been forming a lower high, price action has been forming higher highs. So what can we argue right now here? What can we say about this pattern? What we're currently having, we are seeing a bearish divergence getting formed on the 1 hour time frame. That was, of course, the reason why we initially came down a little bit towards the lower side, of course. But then it is going to start to become very interesting, because yes, we are seeing a pretty bearish scenario unfold on the 1 hour time frame, but at the same time, 4 hourly time frame as well, we are looking quite bearish here. We are forming a rising wedge here on the price section. We're forming, of course, higher lows and higher highs along the way up here. And with this rising wedge pattern, typical bearish bias pattern on the market, we are looking to have a breakdown, of course, because this is a typical bearish bias pattern, and you see Bitcoin tends to be breaking down as well from these bearish bias patterns. However, right now, what I also explained in my Telegram group, guys, because I dropped out a special video, special market update about what we're currently seeing on this market, we are right now indeed in a bearish bias pattern here, and thank you so much for the support of the nation. We'll be looking in towards it in a second here, but what I basically explained in the Telegram group is, yes, we are looking very bad here, and usually Bitcoin tends to reverse towards the upside. And oh my gosh, I forgot how loud this sound was, but I think you guys don't hear the sound, but I do hear the sound very loud. So what I was trying to explain here is that usually once Bitcoin is looking least strong, it tends to be moving towards the upside. Why? Is because traders are going to trade that market towards the downside. And what we do know right now here, and that is why I do have very mixed feelings on this market, and that's why also I don't really want to be opening a new long position or a new short position right here, is because this market is looking like a very dangerous place to enter right now. I think we are going to get another short squeeze, but it is too high of a risk to open a long right now here. But I'm going to go over my trade that I took a while ago already in towards it in a second. Just give me a moment. We'll be discussing everything. So right now, I think it is looking a little bit more dangerous to open a new trade on Bitcoin, since the market is looking like the analysis is showing us that we're probably going to come down, but then at the same time, we're seeing that the traders, the majority of the traders are all trading short because everyone is anticipating a movement towards the downside. And that is making me predict that we are going to be pumping towards the upside of this rising wedge pattern. What is a typical bearish bias pattern? but it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to be breaking down, because we can still come up from this point. Because as long as the funding is looking extremely negative, I wouldn't be surprised to still see movements towards the upside in a very rapid pace occur on this market. As well, taking in consideration that Bitcoin did broke above that 42.5k barrier. Like we do know, previous resistance, flipping into support, moving probably the market back towards the upside. So I actually wouldn't be all too surprised to really see the spike back up towards higher ranges, but I am not taking a new long position right now, what I explained in my Telegram group, because yes guys, if you don't know already, join the Telegram group in the link in the description, because there I give you guys all my insights on all the trades I do take on this market. But I've said I'm not going to be opening a new position right now here, is because we're still trading in this bearish bias pattern, right? So what I do have here is still this 5x leverage long position that we also opened together with you guys out there on the Telegram. I also specifically said I'm opening a 5x leverage long position because I want to swing the market towards the upside. And so far this trade is doing a particular well. We're doing approximately $9,000 in profit, pretty decent profit that we're making so far. Of course, I wish I could have been making a little bit more with it, but so far, never be too greedy with your trades. Also, we executed right now 6 trades on the Telegram group here, and 6 of all those trades here have been profitable so far. Either hit our stop loss in profit or just closed in profit, and that's of course absolutely amazing. Right now as well, if the market is going to come down, this is still a very profitable trade because we took out 20% here while we were trading on $42,000, and we have our stop loss in profit. So this is going to be a profitable trade no matter Bitcoin is going to come up or down here. So for me, it's a no-brainer to keep this trade open, since the market can even move exponential up here, and if we're going to be breaking down, I'm just going to close it anyways over here. So it is going to be a very interesting time here for opening trades or whatsoever. So just stay, of course, put on the channel, because yeah, once I do open a new trade or once I do close this trade, you will know it first if you are in that Telegram group here. So that's absolutely amazing. Quickly going in towards the request, sorry, the donation, before going further in towards the analysis. Oh, message retraced. I can't see the message anymore. Oh, that's absolutely terrible. I want to see the message. Also, Amir saying, hit up the like, 13 months. That is absolutely crazy, Amir. You've got the purple logo. Okay, Amir, that's a big shout out to you, man. Purple logo for Amir. Thank you so much for supporting the channel for already 13 months. It has been a crazy journey. Time is flying by like crazy, and of course Bitcoin basically has been going sideways for 30 months, because let's discuss the daily time frame for Bitcoin for a second, right? What is Bitcoin going to do in the coming 2 to 4 weeks? What is Bitcoin going to do in the coming 1 to 2 months? You know, what is Bitcoin going to do in this period? And of course 13 months ago, we were in a crazy roller coaster, of course, right? We were in this crazy roller coaster towards the upside. But right now, everything has been basically going sideways if you're just looking at the bigger picture, right? Bitcoin has been consolidating over the past 500, let's say 400 to 500 days here. However, right now, Bitcoin has been in this downtrend period. Bitcoin has been trading in this downward sloping trend here for an approximately 132 days here. You could argue, oh no, it only took 75 days if you're going to be measuring it towards this low in the market. But yes, Bitcoin has been trading in an approximately downtrend for right now 132 days here. What is going to be important is this trend line that I'm currently looking at. I think this is one of the most crucial trend lines that we are currently looking at, because this trend line showed us resistance in the past, support, resistance over here, resistance over here. And what are we getting today here? Today and 2 days ago already, we are getting another retest on this market. We're getting another major retest of this downward sloping trend line. And if we can break above this downward sloping trend line on the Bitcoin daily chart, we could literally start to go parabolic once again back towards the upside indeed. So this is indeed a very interesting range here for Bitcoin to trade at. If Bitcoin does break above that $43,000 on today's daily candle, we are officially breaking out of the daily downtrend, and that is going to be resulting in a lot of bullishness coming towards this market. However, I've said it several times before for all the crypto and cryptocurrency investors and people that follow me on Twitter, I don't really think that Bitcoin is going to be necessarily be extremely bullish as long as we're not breaking above that 45k barrier on the daily time frame, because that 45k barrier basically faked us out many times here. Here you can see first rejection, second and third rejection, fourth rejection, but usually the more times we're going to knock on a certain door, the more likely it is that we're going to be breaking it. So right now, again, if we're going to go for another touch here, I personally think it's going to be likelier that we're going to be breaking above it. And of course, a break above this range here of the $45,000, guys, will be probably allow a lot of people to open massive long positions, allowing to see massive market volume coming up, first of all, but second of all, there will be a lot of buy pressure enter the market as soon as we do break that 45k barrier, because that is basically the level that everyone has been afraid of. And if we do break above it, there's going to be a lot of full volume coming in towards the upside, and we are probably going to be moving up just as rapidly like we did last time around over here, right? If we can break above that range here with a significant green candle, with a big green candle, we are probably going to be looking very strong for a reversal towards the upside. And I'm actually still waiting for that massive short squeeze, just like we got here on the 28th of February, right? Over there as well, we squeezed out many short positions, and right now I want to be seeing the same again here. So hopefully it could go and happen towards the end of this month, of course. But then, also going over, and probably you've seen it also already on my Twitter account, I'm going to talk about a signal that could be probably suggest we're going to get a 50% move in the coming days ahead of ourselves. If we're going to quickly analyze and backtest the EMA Ribbon, we do know the EMA Ribbon on the daily time frame has been one of the most reliable indicators to look at on what a market trend is heading towards, right? So you're usually never going to catch the exact bottom on Bitcoin or whatsoever, you know, on commodities or whatsoever. You're usually never going to buy the exact bottom. But what the EMA Ribbon is basically telling you is about how the trend is moving. Because if you want to be making money in the cryptocurrency market, you usually just follow the trend. There's a very well-known saying, the trend is your friend till it ends here. And right now, it looks to be that the downtrend is ending according towards the EMA Ribbon. So let's quickly look first of all in some historic price action. Every single time, usually once we tend to create a bullish crossover on the EMA Ribbon, here as well, we tend to be moving up 11% in approximately 41% in approximately 11 days here. Here we broke bullish as well, and of course this is going to be a way more significant one here. This was an approximately 500% move in 187 days, and of course we also got one here at the end of the summer, beginning August. We saw an approximately move of 32% in the following 40 days afterwards, and of course the well-known famous one here on the 1st of October, we crossed also bullish, and we moved up more than 57% in the 40 days afterwards. So basically what the EMA Ribbon is telling us is that we're starting an uptrend if we do cross bullish. And if we're going to zoom in towards the EMA Ribbon right now, it looks to be that the ribbon is crossing right now here, and that we're probably in maybe 1 or 2 days, if we're not going to drop massively out of nowhere right here, going to cross bullish. And if we do cross bullish on the EMA Ribbon, it is going to suggest a lot of bullishness is awaiting for the daily time frame, and a bullish uptrend is also awaiting for Bitcoin. So personally, I wouldn't be surprised if we are indeed going to see a macro uptrend getting started, especially as soon as we do start to break that 45k barrier, and of course, first of all, this downward sloping trend line. If we are going to be breaking those levels, we're probably going to start an exponential rally back towards the upside. So yeah, it is getting myself pretty excited, if you would ask me right here. That is all quickly looking at the weekly time frame, and if we're just going to use some common sense here, let me go in towards the 3-day time frame first here. So if we're going to look at the 3-day time frame, and if we're going to be really looking at, where is the bottom on Bitcoin? It's very hard to say, of course, just like I told you, usually majority of the people is not really going to buy the exact bottom, because like if the EMA Ribbon flips bullish, it basically indicates you, okay, we're starting an uptrend, and the trend is your friend till it ends here, and then the trend literally starts, so you are early. So that's a very good suggestion. But also looking at Bitcoin on like the 3-day time frame and zooming out on the bigger time frame trend that we have been trading in, basically the sideways period of 446 days trading for Bitcoin, where has been the bottom? And therefore I'm using the VPVR also. The volume profile range is basically showing us how much volume is getting traded on every single range here. That way we can also look at, these are very important levels of support, and these are very, not really strong levels of support, right? So what we do know is that this range that I'm currently making green on the market has been the most volume traded range for Bitcoin in basically this past 446 days range, right? So this has been a very important and a very good level of accumulation, and therefore it doesn't really matter if you have bought on the 40k or on the 31k. Of course, maybe it's going to be, for some people, matter a lot here, but in general accumulation, accumulating between the 40 and 30,000 US dollars for Bitcoin has been historically showing us being one of the most strongest accumulation ranges, because there's also a lot of volume traded around that level, and it is also big volume support. So there's a lot of liquidity willing to enter the market over there. So it is, a general speaking, a good range for accumulating Bitcoins. Of course, at the same time, Bitcoin is curving back up very quickly, guys, still waiting for a potential breakout towards the upside of this rising wedge, excuse me. I will keep you guys up to date about what I'm thinking about that. But the weekly time frame basically suggesting that we have been seeing our best accumulation ranges already, and a bounce from off this range wouldn't be all too surprising for me, actually. As well, quickly looking at the EMA Ribbon on the 3-day time frame, you can see on the 3-day time frame that the EMA Ribbons are a little bit more strict, and of course they also show here we broke above it, flipped it into support, moved up very quickly. Here we traded below it, got rejected, but once we broke above it, we moved exponentially towards the upside again. Here we broke below it, got rejected, trying to be breaking above. If we can break above the EMA right now, we're probably going to once again see exponential price growth here. So as well, important to recognize on this time frame. However, if we're just quickly going to look at the weekly time frame, we could be as well argue, okay, Bitcoin has right now been starting to form pretty bullish market structures. It's forming higher lows on the weekly time frame, first of all, but second of all, it is forming some kind of a W structure right on the weekly. The weekly time frame is creating a W structure, and this W structure could start to get broken out over the course of the coming days ahead of ourselves. And if we do break bullish of this weekly time frame structure on the Bitcoin price action, we are probably going to even see more bullishness come towards the market. And especially, guys, this is very important to know, as long as we're going to have enough of these traders that are keep trading short and keep trading short and keep trading short, what we are currently seeing, because we have a massive amount of people that are constantly shorting this market like crazy, and that is making myself pretty bullish here. But as long as we have enough of these people that are shorting the market, I wouldn't be surprised that we're literally going to extend our legs very quickly towards the upside for the Bitcoin price action. So yes, we are looking pretty strong on the higher time frames. Yes, the daily time frame is suggesting a major trend reversal, but yeah, sometimes on the imminent short term we can still break down, but it doesn't really take away the bigger and the larger time frame picture, right? Daily time frame is absolutely on the verge of breaking bullish, and right now on the 1 hour time frame, even though we're creating some bearish momentum, we are creating some bullish engulfing candles, what could be leading maybe towards the next rally towards the upside. I am not really suggesting to open a long position over here, to be very clear to you guys out there. I don't really think it's responsible right here. It's not a low risk, high reward trade. You're taking particular high risk on entering a long position over here, with also not necessarily high returns. So yes, I will be very careful with opening longs right here. However, I'm still in this long position, and I'm comfortably going to ride this towards the upside. Let me see if there are any questions as well here in the chat. It would be amazing to answer some questions of you guys, to do some Q&A, to give some feedback to you guys out there as well. Also, I see a lot of people talking about Cardano. Cardano has been absolutely blowing up here, guys. It has been crazy over the course of the past, let's see, 10 or 13 days. We've been moving up more than 62%. I've been already calling altcoin season a while ago here, because this is the time for accumulation for altcoin season, because I believe altcoin season is going to come here. And let me quickly show you a chart about why I do think that. So basically, this chart, the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, and I had a very interesting discussion with some other guys out there, not necessarily influencers, crypto guys, but just some other traders actually. And we were basically discussing this chart, and we were saying, and I mean, they were telling this to me, and I was thinking, oh, I agree with this. I have to share this with my audience. So what they told me, Wise Million is saying, coffee on me, brother. Made a lot of money with the Telegram group this week. Thank you, Rover. Yo, guys, hit the like button. I mean, guys, oh, it feels so amazing once you guys are making tons of money, and like, I love it, giving these signals. And of course, guys, I don't really give like 20 trades or 40 trades a week, because I only give you guys my best trades that I can possibly look at. Yes, I do take some other trades off the table, but if I think a trade is too risky, I don't share it in my Telegram group. So far we've been indeed 6 out of the 6. And of course, there are going to be coming so much more trades out there, guys, in the coming months, in the coming weeks, in the coming years. There are going to be so much more trades on the Telegram. I'm going to try to be building one of the biggest names out there in the cryptocurrency trading industry. So make sure to follow it. And there's so much more to come, guys. We are just getting started. and I definitely look forward towards it, because yeah, there are tons of people that are asking maybe 100 or 500 US dollars a month for such kind of a group, right? So many of my friends, they keep telling me, oh, Rover, you should ask money for that group. I said, I don't care about making money of that group, because I believe if you're going to ask money for a signal, I mean, it's not really a signal group, it's more a group here. I share my entries on the group, and at the same time, I as well take you guys through the journey on how I approach my trades here, because I explain every single time about why I do open a trade, why I open a trade, so you guys actually learn something, right? So many people say you have to ask money for it, but no, I do it because I actually love it, because I love learning other people's stuff about trading, because it's in my heart, you know. So yeah, absolutely amazing you guys are joining the Telegram group. If you want to join it, you can find the link in the description. I mean, it's absolutely amazing to see it growing. But let's talk about this market and talk about alt season, why I do think alt season is coming up towards us. So this is the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart. And what this chart is basically telling us is how much Ethereum is worth against Bitcoin. But at the same time, if we are sitting at a high valuation, we do know altcoins are also sitting at a high valuation. And usually once Ethereum is sitting at a high valuation, the confidence in the market is extremely high. If we're just going to look back here, every single time here, the 10th of May, the 8th of May, before the major market crash happened on Bitcoin, this was a peak. So what was this basically suggesting, this peak? It was the peak of the confidence before the May correction. In the May, basically the summer correction, we saw that Ethereum compared to Bitcoin lost a lot of its strength because there was less confidence in the cryptocurrency market in general. Then we, of course, moved up here, July, and we did know the 1st of August was that rally towards the upside again. We saw the market rally, and what happens once Bitcoin rallies, the confidence enters back in towards the market. Also, the confidence rallies back in towards altcoins. We saw another peak on Ethereum. Then September 4th. Do you know the date? I do know still that date here, guys. September 4th. It was, of course, the crash over here. This correction over here, but I also shorted on this channel, was absolutely amazing. What happened over there? Ethereum compared to Bitcoin lost more momentum, and also it lost a lot of confidence on that point, because people were stepping out of altcoins because they were not so certain about the future of altcoins at that point. Then, of course, we do know exactly the same all over again, and it's pretty weird that this is happening all over again. October, we had the October rally. October, November, December, basically the whole market was exploding. Bitcoin back towards the all-time highs, confidence at all-time highs in the market. What means if the confidence is at all-time highs basically in the market, because once Bitcoin trades at all-time highs, usually the confidence is reflecting that, people are moving their money to altcoins because they think, oh, I can make so much more money from altcoins. And then the cycle starts all over again. Market crashes. And what happens? Ethereum loses value against Bitcoin. Then we are looking at this very important upper sloping support line at the same time. And we can see we broke the downtrend again here. Basically meaning that the confidence was sitting at such a low point here over here. I think like accumulating altcoins for over the past, like I still think it's not a bad range here. But accumulating altcoins in this period of the market right now is extremely valuable because the confidence is very low. And when should you accumulate altcoins? Once the confidence is indeed low here, once the confidence is extreme high, it takes so much more risk by accumulating these altcoins or Ethereums or whatsoever. And right now we are seeing a low risk of accumulating altcoins. So I actually think it is not all too bad for accumulating altcoins over here. And I actually think that if we're going to compare this chart, Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, we can see that there is a lot of room to still grow towards the upside for the altcoins against Bitcoin. Because yeah, this is the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, but like I did explain to you guys, this is basically not only reflecting Ethereum against Bitcoin, it's reflecting the altcoin hype against Bitcoin. And right now the altcoin hype is sitting at a very low stage against the Bitcoin price. So the risk of rewards to accumulate altcoins right here is pretty good here. And actually talking about Ethereum itself as well, I don't think that accumulating Ethereum over here is a bad job. I think actually it's a very good decision that you can make over here. If you don't know already, Ethereum is going to roll out their proof of stake within 3 months from now on. And that is going to be resulting in probably another major rally towards the upside for the Ethereum price action. So I think Ethereum is a pretty good asset to be holding right here. Of course, it has been had a little bit of a more tougher time, but like you can see on this chart, there is a lot of room to grow for Ethereum. compared to Bitcoin. So I'm currently more into Ethereum than Bitcoin. So yeah, let me know what you guys are in the chat. I'm very curious. Are you more into Bitcoin or Ethereum right now? But currently my portfolio is mainly based towards Ethereum and then second Bitcoin, of course. So it is starting to be looking very interesting as well for Bitcoin. We are forming a bullish engulfing candle and we're right now moving up here. And like I told you, the funding is still extremely negative. This could be result in a massive short squeeze right now and a massive push up towards the upside on this market. I wouldn't be surprised actually to first see a short squeeze and then a long squeeze towards the downside. That is also an event that Bitcoin sometimes does here. And since we are looking like a little bit more bearish on the 4-hourly time frame, I wouldn't be surprised to see that, of course. So let's just see how this is going to be playing out, and let's just make some money and at the same time answer your questions in the chat here. At the same time, VeChain against Ethereum. Let me go over Ethereum in a moment from here on, guys. Sorry, VeChain compared to Ethereum in a moment from now on, because that is also a very interesting pair indeed to look at. As well, Pluton. I will be looking into Pluton because Pluton indeed rewards 2.0 coming. Pluton is also taking off here. Recently, I saw like the hype is skyrocketing on Pluton right here. So let me quickly check it up again. A lot of requests about VeChain right now in the chat, and I definitely will be answering those. So let me also check, guys. I will be also doing a major giveaway on my Twitter, because I will be giving away $2,500 if we are not going to hit 50k by the end of this week. So I mean, it's a crazy giveaway. If you want to be participating in this giveaway, I will be drop out something on my Twitter page. So just follow me on Twitter and stay up to date about these developments. Also, guys, thank you so much. Like, Twitter page is absolutely exploding, almost 100,000 followers. Like we overtook our YouTube channel, because if we're looking at YouTube right now, you can see we are at 77.8k subscribers right now. So yeah, we overtook our YouTube page with Twitter, what is absolutely crazy. I love Twitter a lot here. My love for Twitter has been growing, but I will be trying to be back more on YouTube as well in the coming days, coming weeks here. So let me quickly check up on the VeChain against Ethereum pair, because that has also been a very interesting pair to look at, right? So we have been starting to be bouncing pretty strongly for VeChain against Ethereum recently. But wait, let me get this line back. So let me get to the weekly time frame and let me look at this chart here, right? So VeChain against Ethereum has been sitting at this low risk accumulation range for, let's say, the past 12 weeks approximately, maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, 12 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. So VeChain shows us right now low risk of accumulation, and VeChain is one of these coins that has a lot of potential for the future. And then also looking at this risk to reward for Ethereum against Bitcoin, showing that altcoins are very undervalued right now, because the use case of altcoins are coming away a little bit since there's war in the world, you know, all these things coming on. The use case of altcoins usually comes down if Bitcoin comes down as well. And that is the reason why we're sitting at such a low stage right here. Of course, we do know that VeChain is a pretty revolutionary coin, I can say. They are doing a lot of real world they're really solving real world use case. They're using VeChain for real world use cases, and that's a thing that I do like about VeChain. And it is sitting at a very, very low stage for accumulation. Of course, not necessarily against the US dollar valuation, but for the Ethereum valuation, it is looking like a coin that you should pick up right here. I know, if you do follow me, I've been holding VeChain for a very long period already. I've been holding VeChain all the way back in 2020. I've been a fan for VeChain for such a long period of time. And right now we're sitting at extremely low stages where you could be buying your VeChain at. And look at the momentum that VeChain has been creating over the past recent days here. VeChain is just a little bit like Cardano. It has been sleeping for a while here, but once it wakes up, it is going to be waking up like a lion, and it's going to be flying back up here. Of course, over the recent days here, we've been flying up pretty strongly. But basically what we can say about this chart is that we're forming lower lows on the market, higher lows on the RSI. We are seeing an increasement of strength occur on the daily time frame. Pretty strong, if you would ask me. So in general, I do still think the line has to wake up here. I do not really think that this is the move that we're waiting for, because VeChain can literally go parabolic. But for that to happen, we first have to look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is in general going to move all these altcoins. So recently I've been really focused on Bitcoin mainly. I've been less focusing on altcoins. I've been buying a lot of altcoins actually. Today, again, I've bought more than $15,000 US in towards one specific altcoin. Maybe I should share it, but it's a pretty low cap gem. So usually I don't really share my low cap gems here, because otherwise people are going to say, oh, you're trying to be pumping up your own bag. So I'm not really doing that. So I bought in towards the low cap gem today here. I'm very curious about how it's going to be playing out, but I think this is really the time where you can buy in towards these low cap gems here, because you can make a ton of money by investing in this period of time here. Your favorite long-term altcoin, I will be definitely choose Ethereum for that on number one, because Ethereum is going to be having the use cases. Ethereum has the network. I personally think that if we're going to talk about a safe bet for the coming, let's say 3 to 6 months there, I'm going to really bet for Ethereum right here. What do you think is the best investment? I mean, I'm not necessarily going to say this is the best investment, because I really dislike on people who definitely say that, because yeah, you just have to do your own research. But in terms of like, I've got a very good altcoin, and of course this is no, because yeah, I trade everything on Bybit, and I work together as well with Bybit. It's not necessarily something with Bybit related, because BitDAO is a token, and Bybit invested in this coin as well. But I think actually I called this coin on my Telegram on $1.03 like a few days ago, and it's been starting to be moving up pretty rapidly. It is pretty down. It's down significantly. But the reason why I think this is a good coin, and I'm not saying for the coming year, I said I'm going to hold this coin because I bought this coin as well on $1.04 or 5 cents here, and then it's at the same time I called it in my Telegram group here. This is a very good coin here, BitDAO, because I talked with the CEO of Bybit, and he told me the stuff that is going to come around and basically skyrocket the use case and the token utility of this token. It already got massive utility, but the utility is even going to spike up further. So I am very excited about what BitDAO is going to do. I am not really allowed to say everything. One thing that I am allowed to say is that Bybit is going to be bringing out a Visa card like in the coming 2 to 3 months there. How can you get that Visa card? By staking BitDAO, just the same like Crypto.com, right? And you can get higher cashbacks if you stake more BitDAO. So what is going to happen? People are going to be buying their BitDAO, because I mean, at least I'm going to use the Bybit card. I use Bybit every single freaking day. I trade, and in the app, I'm just going to send some money to my Visa card. It's going to be so easy, you know? So token utility and token price of BitDAO is going to be skyrocketed because of that already. Second of all, I mean, that's the thing I'm not allowed to say. And there are going to be more changes here for BitDAO. What is only going to be making it even more interesting, actually. So those things I'm not allowed to say. I have said like a week ago that I think BitDAO can do a 2 to 3x in the coming 3 to 6 months ahead of ourselves. So I think BitDAO trading around $2 to $3, as well, taking in consideration Bitcoin is going to be moving up in the coming months. For approximately May, June will be a very reliable prediction. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the token trading over there. So I think BitDAO is a good investment. If you are interested in BitDAO, you can scoop it up as well on Bybit. While you're already going to trade on Bybit, I've said it several times before, if you're going to sign up your account on Bybit through their site, you will be only getting $400 in deposit bonus. But if you sign up through my link in the description right here, you will be also get a $4,800 deposit bonus. So make sure to check that out. That's definitely a little bit more valuable to check out here, because and at the same time, you're also helping me out here. I mean, I'm giving all these free calls, and at the same time, you're supporting the channel a little bit here. So that will be absolutely amazing. Everyone wants Pluton, so let's talk about Pluton then. Sometimes you just have to give me a second here before going over a coin, man. So Pluton, yeah, it's been moving up very exponentially. Of course, last time around, World got listed on Coinbase Pro, it absolutely skyrocketed. Of course, right now, since it did got listed over there, more people can get their hands on Pluton. So that's first of all a very good thing to have here, and probably we're going to see more exponential price growth for Pluton coming towards us in the coming days, especially with the rewards 2.0 that's going to get rolled out over there. Pluton is of course currently retesting this horizontal range, holding up pretty well here. Wouldn't be surprised to see this coin absolutely skyrocket again here. Looks to be forming a higher low structure over here. Higher low, higher low, higher low. As one of the larger time frames, we're still forming higher lows. I mean, this coin is about to probably skyrocket with the rewards 3.0 coming out. But nevertheless, it's hard to do analysis on a coin with so much fluctuations and so much wicks, of course, on the top side, right? So that's why I keep it usually to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Please tell the low cap gem at our own risk. I mean, maybe I'm going to refuel my low cap gem here. But if I refuel my low cap gem, First of all, I'm not going to do it in YouTube, but I'm going to do it in the Telegram group. So if I feel like sharing, if you guys really want me to share that gem, make sure to join the Telegram group. So join the Telegram group. I will be share probably some more altcoins I'm going to be buying in the coming days here. Pretty low cap altcoins. I'm going to share them over there in the Telegram group. So make sure to check it out here. Join it right now will be absolutely amazing. You will be as well stay up to date about all kinds of other stuff, you know. So let's see what we're having. Apecoin. I think Apecoin is a decent coin, but the problem with Apecoin is that those holders are making a ton of money, and they're just having illiquid supply. So I think Apecoin is a little bit overhyped, and I think it's going to come down massively. It's because, you know, all these the Bored Ape holders are getting those Apecoins, right? And those tokens that they are getting is basically in liquid supply, because they are not providing liquidity or something. They didn't bought it from the market. No, they just got the tokens, you know. So if they're going to sell it, they're going to directly take out liquidity of the market, and that is going to be meaning that probably Apecoin could come down massively from that point if they decide to sell. So I'm a little bit I've got twisted feelings. I'm not for sure not going to be buying it right here. I think it's too expensive right now. Maybe on $1 or something. I mean, it was on $1. I remember it was like on $1 or something on launch day for a moment. Yeah, I think $13.50 is a little bit too expensive right now. And I'm going to wait. And actually, I wouldn't be mad if I miss out on the potential gains that Apecoin can make. But yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out. But currently, I'm not really looking in towards holding or buying this coin at all. Do you hold any Metaverse coins? Yeah, I do hold some, but I'm not really the biggest fan of Metaverse tokens. I think like it's a little bit of a flop, actually. Not everything. I'm not saying everything. But the majority of the Metaverse tokens are a little bit of a flop. It's a little bit of a bubble. So please be cautious with investing in all those NFT projects, because oh man, you can lose a lot of money by investing in NFT projects. So please be careful. Be very certain about what you look at, and be very certain about what you invest in terms of those NFT projects. I mean, there's so many projects going on. What do you think about Boston Protocol? I've not heard about the project yet here, to be honest. So have to be checking that up here, to be very honest. What do you think about Matic at the moment? Let me go over Matic. I think I'm a pretty big bull on Matic. However, Ethereum 2.0 is going to roll out, and it's going to solve a lot of issues that Matic is currently solving. So, I mean, you know what it is with Matic? If Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to be moving bullish, just like I showed you, the altcoin, people are not so excited about altcoins right now, and that is what you can see about the Matic price action. It came down massively because the interest on the market is massively down here. So, yeah, there's not a lot of things to say here besides that if Bitcoin is going to be moving up here towards new all-time highs, Matic is going to do the same. And it is probably going to be moving in the same exponential way up here. So, yeah, it's looking pretty decent. It is starting to form a lower high on the weekly time frame, showing and suggesting some weakness. So, yeah, not much to say. Then just wait to see what Bitcoin is going to do. Just wait to see what Bitcoin is going to do. Let's focus on Bitcoin, and if we focus on Bitcoin, if we know where Bitcoin is heading towards, we can move these altcoins very good. Because if you're bullish on, like, I think it's altcoins are good to buy right now, because I think Bitcoin on those daily and weekly time frames are looking very strong, right? What I explained in the beginning of the stream. So that is why I do think that accumulating right now all sorts of altcoins is not too bad here. Are you trading altcoins? Mainly Bitcoin and sometimes Ethereum. I think it's the easiest way to do. But guys, it was a pretty short live stream, only 40 minutes. But I have to sort some things out here, and like in 1 hour from now on, I have to go for 2 hours on appointment. I have I don't know how you say it actually. What I'm going to do? Yeah, probably I said it incorrectly. So I have an appointment in 1 hour from now on, and I have to do still some things for Twitter and some other research things here, and some other channels I'm starting up here as well. So it was an absolutely amazing stream here. I will be monitoring the market, of course, like you guys can expect from me here. If I do see an opportunity, I will be rolling out an update on Telegram, Twitter, or YouTube. Just follow us on all platforms. Smash up the notification button as well on this channel. Will be absolutely amazing. We are covering you guys with daily analysis on the market, and probably tomorrow I will be back with another live stream here, especially if the market is going to be developing some interesting things, what it was doing today, what I thought like, oh, I really have to discuss this. I will be definitely back with another live stream. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in again towards this stream, and hopefully I can see you back tomorrow again in another stream here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.